Professor Simpson received her Juris Doctor degree from DePaul University College of Law, her Master's in Nursing from University of Illinois, and her Bachelor's in Nursing from Bradley University. Her areas of expertise include legal analysis, research, writing, and advocacy.
I grew up in a suburb of Chicago, western suburb of Chicago. Lived there for my entire school age, high school years. My parents were your average middle class. My dad was a printer. My mom worked for the school. Neither of them had gone to college, however, so I was the first in our family to go to college. But we were part of a big Italian family, so we would, get together on Sundays for dinner with our grandmother and all of that, and it was a great, great way to grow up. Went away to college, and I studied nursing. I graduated with a bachelor's degree in nursing and went into intensive care or critical care nursing for many years. Was able to get my master's degree in nursing as well, which allowed me to be in administration in the hospital setting. When my kids were little, I decided I wanted to retire, if you will, and I decided to stay home with them through their preschool years. However, once they went to school, I had to figure out whether I was going to go back to nursing or I was going to do what I had thought about for many, many years, which was go to law school. I decided to give it a whirl. I decided that, one semester, do or die. If I don't do well, then it wasn't meant to be. Well, I did graduate and was able to do that while they were in school, and my oldest and I graduated. He graduated from high school and I graduated from law school within the same month, so it was kind of fun. I went into private practice. Initially, I was doing defense work and all on the civil side, and then ultimately I had my own practice. Started in 2014. But I also while I was practicing, I had the opportunity to go back to my law school and teach as adjunct. And I was able to teach upper level students, and that was so much fun. I would always tell them, because it was an evening class, I'd say, you know what, you make my day. This is the best part of my day. And it was a lot of fun. It was so wonderful to see them go from the start of the semester to the end of the semester, where they've grown so much. And I actually would run into some of those folks after they had graduated, whether it be in the courtroom or at a deposition or something, and it was really neat to see them in practice at that point. So, there's not any individual case or anything like that. What I'm probably most proud of is representing clients and giving them everything I have. Whether it be an individual who needs to be represented for an injury or a contract dispute, but always making sure that I was fully prepared and giving them the best representation I knew how. So that was my goal always with every client that I had. And now that I'm in academia, I'm very proud of all of our students and how well they've done, and seeing them grow, from that 1L jitters to graduation. I have been the happiest in my life when I'm with my family. I think that is the time with my husband. We have 5 children, and with that, right now they're all grown. They're all out of the house and doing their own thing. And I think the last time that we were all together was in 2017 actually. And it was great fun. And I was just loving being a mom. And so that, having family around is really the very most important thing that we can have in our lives. Well, I'd say that a major influence to me has been the mentors that I've come across along the way. whether it be a boss, another attorney. These individuals all shared the same values that I did, and were not only, it wasn't only important to them to represent clients well, but to be a good person. And all of them believed deeply in their faith, and they had that transcended into their practice and their dealing with people, and how how you treat people and how you represent them. And I think that you're always learning and always forming, and everyone that you're around, the people that you surround yourself with, those are the folks who are going to have the most influence on you as a person, you as a professional, and going forward, it's surrounding myself with folks who share the same values. The motto would be kind of two-pronged motto, I think. It would be always be honest and always serve with integrity. And I guess three, probably not in the same order, is always keep your faith in God in the forefront.
What would you want students to know about you?
Well, I can be kind of fun in the classroom. But I do expect a lot of the students, because I know how hard it is in the world to practice, and how demanding it will be. But it's always done with kindness. I want students to know that they can always come to me. They can come to me to talk about the legal research and writing. They can come talk to me about their personal issues, whatever it might be. I'm there to try and help them, and especially in the 1L year, because there's so many pressures that students might believe is insurmountable, and they want to come back and just have somebody to talk to. And so I am always available. I make myself available, anytime.
Good question.
Okay, yeah. How did I end up at Ave? Growing up in Chicago and working in Chicago area, my husband had the opportunity to transfer to Southwest Florida in 2018. We had always loved this area and had vacationed here years and years before, and said, this is where we want to retire. And so when he had the opportunity to transfer, we took the leap of faith. And it just so happened that by God's grace that the school was looking for a professor of legal analysis, research and writing, and we made the move.
That worked out perfectly.
It did. My personal prayer. I have several favorites, but I think that all prayers, especially when I pray with class, most of the prayers really focus upon healing our country, healing the persons that we come in contact with, that we're all one. And so therefore, how do we as a person, how do I as a person interact with others? How do I call upon God to help me with my daily activities? How do I call upon God to help me when I'm in trouble? The prayers, a lot of the prayers that I use in class are focused upon how we all can become better people, and how we can make this world better by leaning on God and accepting His help. So.